there. Did make it to the 100-meter finals. So the ladies will be closing their show now. After this, we'll have the men's 200 and the 4x4. There will be a little gap, Spencer, between the men's 200 meters. There'll be a number of presentations made, and then the 4x4 will probably not be run for another 20 minutes. So there's going to be about a 20-minute break.
Yeah, it's set for 8:05, but we'll see how things pan out.
In lane 7, Lenny Taylor-Thomas representing Puma.
Yeah, in lane, Lani Taylor-Thomas of University of Texas now representing Puma, NCAA 4x1 gold medalist last year.
In lane number 6, the national champion, world champion over this distance, 21:41. She is the fastest Jamaican ever at this event. Second fastest of all time, Shericka Jackson.
21:41, double world champion at the 200 meters. She even has Olympic medals at 100 meters, fastest in this field.
In lane number 5, representing University of Texas, El Paso, Nisha Berger.
Former Excelsorian, a knockout under 23 4x1 silver medalist. She is quick.
Clarendon College, used to run a lot of 400 meters, now focusing on the 200.
In lane number 3, also representing University of Texas, Kevona Davis.
2 times NCAA 4x1 gold medalist, a world under 18 100 meters bronze medalist, 22.26 at her best. She has gone 22.84 this season.
In lane number 2, representing Sprint Tech, Jodine Williams.
Representing well for Sprint Tech, 11:01 in the 100. She's going to have to try to get below 22.5 in this 200 meters to be in the top 3.
And in lane number 1, representing MVP Track Club, Natasha Morrison.
Natasha Morrison has had more success at 100 meters. She's an Olympic 4x1 gold medalist, 22.74 at her best. She has gone 22.53 this season, comes in with 22.86.
Fastest Jamaican this year, 22:31 by Brianna Liston. Renee Thomas in this race is the second fastest Jamaican this year. She has run 22:36. And finally, Nisha Berger also in this race, 22:44, the third fastest Jamaican this year. So Liston not there, Shericka order we expect.
And the world lead 21.78, Gabby Thomas of the USA in the semifinals of the US trials.
Women's 200-meter final. The set position. Away they go. The fastest woman alive over 200 meters, and the national record holder, Shericka Jackson, was away well. The world champion will look to spring off the top bend. Thomas and company look to come forward. Kevona Davis is trying to mount a challenge as well. So too Dejanay Oakley. Shericka Jackson will look to step forward. She's under a bit of pressure, but the reigning world champion retains the local sprint double, and she becomes a 4-time national champion over 200 meters. She gets the job done. Unofficially, it's 22.27 seconds. Rounded up now to 22.29. That makes her the fastest Jamaican over the distance this year. And it's Shericka Jackson, the reigning world champion, reigning supreme. Thomas took second, 22.34. Very, very close finish it was.
Running on the instructions, it's very clear what her coach said to her. The only thing you're to do is win. Run as conservatively as you can to win. If you look at her with 100 meters to go, equal with Berger as well as Lenny Thomas, she did not go into overdrive at this point. She's simply stepping. The instructions, run to win. Do nothing more than win the race, and that's what Shericka Jackson does. 1, 2, 3, Shericka wins. Lenny Thomas, she has her Jamaican passport now. She should have no problem getting onto the team. And Nisha Berger.
Jackson, walking out with attitude, smile on her face, the one to beat, undoubtedly. Just some quick news while Shericka jogs around there.
The final 100 meters. So could tonight be the night that the Team USA is restored as champion? We'll see.
I just feel like Gabby Thomas has not been challenged so far in a big race. She blew away U.S. Nationals, but this one on your screen is the favorite for a reason. 21-4, disappointed in the 100. She has everything to run for here. And only Gabby Thomas has run faster this year at 200 meters.
And make no mistake about it,
She's at 6. Yeah, she can see everybody in front of her.
29-year-old Jamaican wants a little bit of revenge on that woman right there, Sha'Carri Richardson, because Shericka Jackson thought for a second she had won the World 100-meter title. It didn't happen. She was shocked by Richardson. Here's Gabby Thomas. As Sonia told us, she's got fresh legs. No 100 for her.
Here's the NCAA champion, Alfred. Does she have one more big race in her?
Daryl Neater of Great Britain.
After making the Olympic 100 final, now she's made a world final.
This is Dina Asher-Smith, her teammate who reigned supreme in 2019, but has had injury issues since. She was only 8th in the 100, so what can she do here? And also rounding out the field there, that's Mary Jose Talu. I mean, a picture of consistency, guys. She's been one of the best female sprinters in the world for over a decade. Unfortunately, was in that 4th spot again in the 100 meters, and a tough lane draw for her there in lane 2.
One thing is for sure, I feel like the medals are going to come from the outside lanes.
We keep saying it, we haven't had a bad final yet in the field event or on the track, and this is guaranteed to be another buzzworthy performance.
The two American women are side by side in lanes 8 and 9. Gabby Thomas in 8, and right here, Sha'Carri Richardson, the 100-meter world champion in 9.
Women's 200 final away. Sha'Carri Richardson on the outside has already been passed. Here comes the world champion Jackson. Sha'Carri Jackson into the home straight. She has put her stamp on this event. She's going to go back to back for Jamaica. The first since Melanie Nani. And she crosses in 21.
She is getting closer to Flojo's world record. She is now just 0.07 of a second away as Gabby Thomas gets the silver and Sha'Carri hands off for her 2nd medal at these Worlds.
That wasn't even close at all, and I could tell the way that she ran the 100, she was in the middle of the track, all of her chief competition in front of her, she executed to perfection. We just witnessed the 2nd fastest time ever run, and it was at a World Championship final. Oh my goodness, just phenomenal running for these women.
Look at Gabby Thomas. Her mouth is wide open. She can't believe it. It's Jamaica, the United States, and 4/10 of a second in sprinting is a mile.
That is as big
Of a margin
of victory as you will see in a sprint event in history at these World Championships. We'll crunch the numbers, but wow, for a race that we thought, well, maybe somebody gets close, no contest, Jackson by a mile.
And that's the last time you convinced me to change my favorite. Shericka Jackson looked amazing, but Otto, you also called it. Sha'Carri Richardson would need to run a personal best, and she did, and she got a bronze medal. So she's leaving here with a gold and a bronze. This is a phenomenal first World Championship for the young superstar.
So here's another look. Shericka Jackson, 4th from the left, was playing no games tonight. I think she would have been frustrated by her inability to win the 100. And man, she came off of that turn and it was goodbye rest of the world. Gabby Thomas tried to charge late, but that's a lot of space in between the Jamaican world champion from last year and the rest of the world. So she repeats and defends her title from Eugene. And the other women who run the 200 in the world know now, if you are not ready to run 21-4, you have no chance to beat an in-shape Shericka Jackson.
And think about this, Otto. Shericka Jackson started out her career as a 400-meter runner. No one saw this coming. No one saw that she would step down, much like Fred Curley did, and run the 1-2 and be so dominant. And I really think that is what has paid off for her in this 200-meter discipline. She is by far the strongest in the field. She has the experience of the 400 meters, and she uses it to her advantage. I definitely feel like she was disappointed from that 100, but she came out here on a mission.
This is the largest margin of victory than we have seen in this event since Allyson Felix in 2007 Worlds at Osaka won by .53. This does not happen often. Ingram Miller also had a big win by .45 in Seville, but wow.
The complexion of this race.
Wagwan, my Jamaicans massives, and once again welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is the Jamaican Reactions. If it is for the first time you are checking me out, kindly subscribe, like and share to my YouTube channel. And to my returning subscribers, I do say thank you very much for the love and support you are always giving on to me. To whereby we are back once again with the sports, and to whereby on to today's video, it features the coverage of the women's 400-meter races at velocity first 18, which took place in two separate sections. Just to tell you guys, this video contains of some different videos accordingly to it, or rather different events in it, and that happened on to whereby we are going to focus on Shericka Jackson from Jamaica, to whereby she is the one whom did the great performance accordingly to this video, to whereby on to the section one, to the section featured the competitive field with Ashanti Moa leading early on, to whereby Omelia Jeffrey and Annalise Brady challenged in the final stretch, with the result being finalized after the race concludes. Onto the section 2, the highlights were the section featured elite athletes including Shericka Jackson, Rachel Clayton and Shian Salmon, to whereby Shericka Jackson demonstrated her dominance, controlling the race and finishing with a winning time of 52.05 seconds, to whereby Rachel Clayton secured second place with 52.57 seconds, followed by Shian Salmon in the third with 53.28 seconds. The event showcased a strong performance from both collegiate and professional track talents, with Shericka Jackson successfully testing her range by stepping up from her usual shorter sprinting distance, to whereby who won the final 400-meter section. And Shericka Jackson won the final 400-meter section at the velocity first 18. She controlled the race from the start and crossed the finish line in a time of 52.05 seconds. How many hits were there? On to the video, it states that there were two sections of the women's 400-meter race, and unto which runner achieved a personal best. In the first section of the woman 400-meter at the velocity first 18, Omelia Jeffrey of GC Foster College achieved a personal best time of 54.60 seconds, and on which lane assignment were notable, to whereby the lane assignment for both sections of the women's 400-meter at velocity first 18 included several notable athletes, or to whereby the section 1 notable assignments, Ashanti Moa on the lane 6 was highlighted as a sprinter moving up to the 400-meter distance. Annalise Brady, lane 5, was introduced as a 2025 intermediate 400-meter hurdles and 100-meter hurdles gold medalist. On section 2, that was the final notable assignment, Shian Salmon on lane 7 was noted as a world championship 4x400-meter silver medalist. Rachel Clayton, lane 6, was identified as a two-time world championship 400-meter hurdle bronze medalist. Shericka Jackson on lane 5 was highlighted as the multiple-time world championship gold medalist and Olympic bronze medalist representing MVP track club. Janelle Bromfield on lane 4, a world championship 4x400-meter relay gold medalist, was also in the field. And to whereby just but a question, why was a Jackson performance significant? To whereby Shericka Jackson performance in the 400-meter at velocity first 18 was highly significant for several reasons, to whereby demonstrating range while primarily recognized as a world-leading sprinter in the 100-meter and 200-meter, Jackson stepped up to the 400-meter distance to showcase her versatility and incredible range as an athlete. Controlling the field, she dominated the race from the start, demonstrating that her speed and endurance at the longer distance remained elite. and the elite pedigree. Whereby Jackson has secured medals in the 100 meter, 200 meter, and 400 meter at both the Olympic and World Championship, and this performance served as a reminder of her class and elite status in the sport, as she had never left the 400 meter event. And again, why was Jackson's performance significant? Why was Jackson, or rather, which athletes finished behind Jackson onto this video? In the final section, the women's 400 meter at Velocity Fest 18, the athletes who finished behind Shericka Jackson were also follows. Rachel Clayton secured the second place with a time of 52.57 seconds, as I told you earlier on. Shian Salmon finished in the third place with a time of 53.28 seconds. And whereby we had another video on to this, so I told you we have a variety of different occasions into this same video. Whereby onto it, on the other video, it analyzes two distinct high-profile women's 200 meter races to illustrate contrasting style of elite sprinting, total dominance versus a tactical disruption. To Shericka Jackson World Championship Masterclass. The context: after losing at the 100 meter final to Sha'Carri Richardson, Shericka Jackson entered the 200 meter race with intense pressure to reclaim her authority. The performance executing a near flawless race from lane 6, Jackson used her full field versatility to control the pace. She dominated the curve and finished with a staggering 21.41 performance. By the takeaway, the massive margin of victory over Gabby served as a statement of superiority, providing that when Jackson is in peak form, she turns competitive races into demonstration of individual excellence. And again, Melissa Jefferson onto the same race would upset victory, whereby the context at the Grand Slam track event, Gabby Thomas entered as the heavy favorite. However, the race dynamics were completely altered by Melissa Jefferson Woodard. The strategy known as 100 meter specialist Jefferson Woodard approached the race with aggression, attacking the curve immediately to prevent Thomas from settling into her rhythm. The result, by denying Thomas her typical comfort and momentum, Jefferson Woodard secured a win with a 21.99 finish, providing that even the most consistent athletes can be vulnerable to shift in racing hierarchy and tactical adaptability. Control versus disruption. Whereby Jackson succeeded by imposing her perfect race model in the field, whereas Jefferson Woodard succeed the disrupting the expected pattern and forcing opponents into uncomfortable reaction. Lesson for athletes: modern sprinting is no longer just about raw speed. It requires both near perfection in execution and the flexibility to adapt to changing environments. So guys, that was our end of the video. Despite of having more and more of the details about the video, I know you have watched the video to the end and you know, or rather you have got some of the ideas and whatever happened onto the events that I've just uploaded onto you. So guys, let me know whatever you think about this amazing video. Let's share our thoughts throughout the comment section so we can get to interact and know what every one of you thinks, and mainly because your opinions usually does matters to us, and because we do love hearing from you. Thank you very much guys for following up the video with me. I was your host, the Jamaican Reactions. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe, like and share to my YouTube channel. And to my returning subscribers, I do say thank you very much for the love and support you are always giving unto me. Always remember to link me up through my next videos. All I do wanna say is peace out there.